They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the SMU Mustangs, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Mustangs will kick it away to start. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. So TCU's offense will go to work first. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now.
He's into the open down the middle. Inside the 30. The tap. Touchdown, TCU. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Well, there's no secret who this offense wants to get the ball to. And on the very first play, they find a matchup on the outside one-on-one. They take a shot to him vertically down the field, and he does the rest. He is so athletic, and he is going to be a problem for this defense all game long.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Coming out with it, it's Taylor. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So the SMU Mustangs offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Mustangs will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll field the punt and take it back. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Intercepted. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Makes the grab, it's Fields. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Guys, let's have a look at SMU. Boy, this just hasn't been their year. All of the aspirations starting the season in the top 5, but there's always someone that seems to bottom out against those big expectations.
No question, Reese, and what's so disappointing, especially looking at this team's offense, is they're just not making the plays. They've got the guys on paper that look like they could be All-Americans. They have guys that can change the course of games. And that's why coming into this season, they were given that top 5 ranking. But on the field, in games, they simply, for whatever reason, have not been able to get it done. And the lack of execution, to me, is a huge reason why they've fallen out of the top 25.
Yeah, they haven't handled the pressure. I mean, that's just the easiest way to say it. Because you just mentioned playmakers. They got them. They got guys that know how to play this game. That's why they were ranked in the top 5. They've got to get something going, and it has to start today.
Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And the Mustangs are marching down the field. Trying to find the end zone, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Mustangs!
This offense needed a big play, and that is the guy that they need to go to help create a spark on offense. Awesome job.
Extra point here will tie the game. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Miles. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Taylor. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Snatches it on the run. And they'll bring him down after the long completion, a chunk play for the offense.
Really nice poise by the quarterback on that throw. He's obviously backed up deep in his own end. He knows he can't take a sack, but all of his focus is downfield on coverage. He finds the matchup he wanted, and it's an explosive play for the offense through the air.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Horned Frogs getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Picks up the first down. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper came on a 34-yard jaunt to the end zone. Not taking a knee, he'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. They'll run it from the gun. Gets it past the marker. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. To the air. It's Overton. Time to take a shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. The play action fake. Got it in the middle. It's White. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload. Oh, you got to reload.
Turning it on! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Quick tempo here for the offense. Grab behind the line. It's White. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. And the Mustangs will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. 2nd and goal for this offense. They'll try to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, SMU!
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Ohio State is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners like Eddie George and R.G. Griffin in the pantheon of greats in Columbus. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Florida State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The Horned Frogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quickly complete. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
And not even a chance to pitch it as he is slammed down in the backfield. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Overton. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Looking for room, it's Miles. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab, it's Taylor. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Smith. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The give on the option. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Use the play fake, now to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
The Mustangs head quickly to the line. Back to throw, it's Overton. Trying to beat the D deep. Grabs it at the 25-inch stride. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting...
Breaks into the open. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job. And that helped lead to the home run.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They march 78 yards down the field, and what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Off the play fake on first down. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Got his man. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. A first down for the offense.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up. And you got to communicate.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. It's a draw. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. And the Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Still running at the 40. They believe in this running game, and they take it all the way down to the 25 before he goes out of bounds.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Horned Frogs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, TCU!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he made the extra point without problem. He marched 78 yards down the field. They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. The run from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Fires to the middle. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Punt is in the air. Just needs a crack to get a return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. With jet sweep pass. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45. And the Horned Frogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Fires to the big fella. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Pulls it, fired, complete. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. And the Mustangs will hustle to the line.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
The throw to the outside is complete. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Quarterback on the keeper. There he goes. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, Get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Now they'll run the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Back to pass, it's Overton. Looking deep down the right side. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee's signal for the 2-minute timeout. The Mustangs will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. To the air on first down. Got his man. At the 40, there he goes. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Throwing right. Makes the grab. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Hard Frog.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away, and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Back to throw, it's Overton. Makes the grab on the left. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. They'll go up top on second and short. Got it in the middle, it's Fields. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on first down. Snags it over the middle. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to go up top. Unleashes one. Connection to the right. Big gainer there that'll look good in the stat column, but not quite enough to put any points on the board before time expires here in the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know the offense was saying to themselves very quietly, guys, we're not going to stop anybody. We got to keep scoring if we're going to win this game. So the pressure's on them here in the second half there.
Yeah, and you get the ball first. And so it's been a high-scoring first half. You get to go out here now and make a statement. Start this half, say, listen, we're going to keep scoring points, and then maybe help alleviate some of that pressure on your defense.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Mustangs in the hurry-up.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Lost one deep down the right side. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. They're dealing with a second and long. Got it behind the line. It's Smith. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
That is a good omen for this defense. They were getting lit up in the first half. They knew something had to change. So to set the tone like this early on their opening drive of the 3rd quarter and get a stop on 3rd, that should really help their confidence.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Power football with the run. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. To the air on 2nd down. Good completion on the out. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're...
It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Hand off from the shotgun. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Shelton. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They'll try to sneak it. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. On the ground, it's Miles. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Shelton. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. The give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Found the spot in the defense. Touchdown, TCU! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
SMU 21.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Looking downfield, it's Overton. Quick strike complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Mustangs want to crank the tempo. Off the RPO, complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He makes the catch. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great.
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had...
Oh, he's got some space. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Quickly to the tight end. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Holding.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's small. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Third down coming up after the completion. Takes a hit as he fires. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that if this guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
And it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smarter.
They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Dropping back, it's Overton. Spits it out to the back. Grab near the marker, it's Vance. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Mustangs want to pick up the tempo.
That's a great play by the defense. They've got the lead by a lot here in the third quarter, and the offense is trying to run at them, and they just completely blew that thing up. Big tackle for loss. They've now put him in an obvious passing situation. Expect them to pin their ears back, try to get after the quarterback here.
Pulls and fired complete. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Working that left side now. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Wants to throw it. Blasted as he lets it go. And the missed connection on third down. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And very important, not only to generate power, but to find his mark. A 49-yard try from the left.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. Finds his tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Brings up second down.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
I definitely am trying to be a little bit conservative. I can't be cautious, but I want to be a little bit conservative. Up 2 possessions. The clock is my friend. I got the football. The worst thing I can do is throw an interception, turn the football over, stop the clock, give them the ball back in an opportunity like this.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make it.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Overton. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Going the other way, and he's got room. Past the 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Hard Frog. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th. And now they can smell 8 straight wins.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. The Mustangs are in the hurry-up. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. They'll try to snap it quickly.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Snagged in the middle. It's White.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the first down.
Now the play fake. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. And the Mustangs look to keep this drive humming. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got a man, it's White. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
The Mustangs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to pass. It's Overton. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
And the Mustangs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fakes to grab. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Off the play fake. With the catch, it's Dupree. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The snap sets up to throw. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. And the Horned Frogs send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Got room on the return. Touchdown, TCU! What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. The lead gets bigger here in the 4th quarter, and their run continues. About to go 8-0.
That just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, I believe someone calls it the Conference of Champions. Pac-12 action today. Boise State is trailing right now, but I'm old enough to remember the 07 season where this program ran the Statue of Liberty play to win the Fiesta Bowl. If that group could find a way, there's hope for this team. They're trailing by just 4 to Washington State. If anything changes in this pivotal Pac-12 matchup, guys, you know we're here to bring it to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
give to the running back.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Out of the gun to give to the back. He is stopped well short of the first down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on 4th. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Grabbed in the middle, it's White. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Looking for a man, it's Overton. It's complete to the right. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. The Mustangs have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Finds a spot in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. And that pass will be incomplete, and time has run out on this game. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief